Greetings, everybody! Ho, ho. It is a wonderful Wednesday. What an amazing day in sunny Florida. That's right, I'm in Orlando, the airport. As a matter of fact, getting ready to check out, but I had to chat with you all first and get this show on the road. We are starting a little bit early, gives me a chance to say hi to everybody. Hopefully there'll be plenty of folks out there. And I'll also be able to break down all of the equipment because that's going to take some time. I got to get at it. So, let's say hi to each and every one of you. And I'm sorry about the echo. I wonder why that's sorry, guys. Not sure how to fix it. Can you hear me now? Is it still echoing? Reverb, huh? How about now? Better? All right, here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and wherever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. I am coming to you live from sunny Florida in a hotel room. So, I apologize for the audio quality, the visual quality, and just the complete lack of quality overall. But, hey, we got to get underway, so hopefully you will forgive me. Let's get started here with our very first story, probably one you're going to be hearing a lot about on Midnight's Edge in the morning. And for a very good reason. You have the new head of DC. Well, there's two of them. There's two heads because they're better than one. That's right. These two men, James Gunn and Peter Safran, will make up the co-CEO positions in charge of DC Studios. That is a wonderful thing. First of all, you have a business head in Safran. You have a creative head in Gunn. This is an exclusive deal for Gunn, which means Disney is out of the Gunn business. And it also means that for shows like the somewhat popular Peacemaker and other things that are coming in the future for DC, Gunn will be completely focused on just one thing, and that's probably a very good thing. Moving on from that, of course, is going to be the things that are happening in Hollywood on the crime side of things. Scrubs co-EP Eric Weinberg was denied bail after pleading not guilty to multiple bad behaviors with women charges. Speaking of that, you've got the judge allowing for one more woman to testify who wasn't actually involved in any of these acts, supposedly. The assistant to Harvey Weinstein, one of the former assistants here. And I'm not sure that this is actually going to be something that was a good plan to begin with by this judge, because let me tell you, this opens the door for appeals. But we'll move on from that to this. Good news for Spotify, 456 million total monthly users. That is just Q3. That's amazing. It's 20% up year over year, and Spotify is doing bangers right now in a lot of different ways. In fact, so much so that, you know, the CEO, the chief, the guy over there actually criticized Yee on what he said, but he said, I'm not going to censor, and he probably has enough strength to not have to worry about it because the company's doing so well, in fact, that they're actually considering raising prices in line with what Apple and YouTube are doing. A lot of this stuff also orients around the fact that the advertising revenue is down, but more on that in a moment. BlueStar Studios, $180 million film and television production center is opening up in Atlanta. This gives additional space in Atlanta, which let me tell you they absolutely need, because production in Hollywood isn't being done in Hollywood anymore. It's being moved everywhere that's cheaper, and Atlanta is one of those markets. So congratulations Kudos to them. More stuff coming in Florida, Texas, Tennessee, and a couple of other states. You have YouTube advertising, as I mentioned, their revenue slipping. It's helping to drag Alphabet's Q3 results well below Wall Street expectations, so they're probably going to take a little bit of a hit for this week. Of course, these numbers broke yesterday afternoon, so you can take a look at some after-hour trading to see what was going on there. But this is going to be an area that we're going to talk about for quite some time going forward, because advertising is what drives most of these ad tech platforms like YouTube and Spotify and all those other things. Anything that runs commercials relies on that advertising revenue, which means if they're not getting it from the advertisers, they're going to go after you. Even if they're making good money, they're going to go after you, which means they're going to increase subscription fees. So if you have YouTube Premium or any of these other things, anticipate, a price increase. Because they can't earn money in rent. Well, they're not earning as much money more. Moving on from that, ESPN is getting out of the X Games business, at least as far as the primary stakeholder. In fact, they gave their controlling stake in sold their controlling stake in the X Games to MSP Sports Capital. They're going to actually expand events over there and have more and more of these types of things happening. X Games will probably partner with a couple of other of these action sports companies in order to essentially flesh that more into a day-to-day operation, so to say. You have Fetterman last night struggling with the Dr. Oz in a Senate debate that, went exactly the way as you would expect. And a lot of apologists are out there talking about the mental issues that obviously a stroke victim is going to have. I'm not sure that that's going to help or hinder this case. I think that you're going to see people make a decision based on who they think is competent to do the job. In fact, to that end, editorials in newspapers used to be one of the ways people decided on political policies and races. And, nobody's reading those anymore because journalism anymore, and nobody's paying attention because they don't believe them. You have Microsoft profits down 14% because nobody's buying Windows. You can't blame them. Nobody's, going bang up for PCs right now. Most people are trying to get the machines to last longer and longer. You can't blame them as much as they cost. You have Australian health insurer telling all of their customers that, you've been hacked and all your data is out there wild in the world now, and there's nothing you can do about it. This is happening all too frequently, and it brings into question how we actually manage a lot of very personal data when it comes to, anything, whether it be health insurance, financial data, whatever. And maybe we should investigate not doing that anymore. Maybe we should find a way around making this as easily accessible as all these companies are making it. And finally, Nielsen and Amazon are arguing over, who actually watches these football games, because the Nielsen numbers are much lower than the Amazon numbers are. Amazon is, a couple million higher, and there's a reason for that. Amazon has to guarantee a number of viewers to NFL. And with that, I've run out of time. I've run out of stories. Hopefully, this was valuable despite the echo. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye! Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.